How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to Dungeon Quest. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I am going to be teaching you guys how to defeat the Pumpkin King with a 100% success rate. I know, that sounds absolutely insane, and that sounds like it is very aspirational, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's worked for me, so I want to teach you guys on how to do it. Now, before we can continue, you are going to need to do a little bit of preparation. You know, it's not too much preparation, just it's a little bit, you know, a thing here and a thing there, and you should be fine. But ladies and gentlemen, here's what you're going to need to do before you start the Pumpkin King raids. The first thing you're going to want to do is you are going to want to get a small team together. The small team that you're going to need is you are going to need a small team of about 5 to 7 players. And amongst those players, all you need is 1 healer and 4 DPS. That is if you're doing 5 players. If you're doing 6 players, you can do 1 healer, 6 DPS, or 1 healer, 5 DPS. But that is entirely up to you. The thing is, if you're gonna do more than about 8 players, I would recommend getting another healer on your team, and obviously add healers depending on how many more players you actually have. But once you get that team of 5 to 7 players ready to go all together and kinda down for the long haul, because this is going to take a while to get the cosmetics from the Pumpkin King event, then you are basically ready to go. So the second thing that you're going to want to make sure to do is for the Pumpkin King boss fight, you're going to want to make sure that every single player has the adequate amount of health. Damage doesn't matter as much in this boss fight as it does for, let's say, Egg Island, or like for Enchanted Forest Glass Cannon runs or something like that. But you're going to want to make sure that all of your players have enough health to be able to survive all of the Pumpkin King's attacks. For DPS, that is 550 million minimum. For healers, they don't matter as much, but I would still recommend that the healers have about 2 to 2.5 billion health per player. But anyways, guys, I think that is all that I really needed to say for the Pumpkin King, at least for the pre-preparation for the Pumpkin King boss fights. So let's go ahead and move on into a game where I show you guys all the different attacks and how to dodge them. So let's do it, boys. All right, so my game might be a little bit laggy because of how many players are in this specific raid, but to further show how effective this strategy is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and show a raid with 27 freaking players. Now, it's recommended that you have about 5 to 7 players, but you can do it with as big of a raid as you possibly can get. I've done it with a 40-player raid, and it has worked perfectly, so do as you want. All right, so for the Pumpkin King fight, obviously, what will happen is there's so many names, holy fudge. For the Pumpkin King boss fight, obviously, I would recommend that you guys spread out. However, I would also recommend that you look down on your character like this. Just a tip for dodging well in Dungeon Quest, remember to always play the hitboxes, never the boss. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see some epic dodging skills in this game. And yeah, that's normal for there to be that much health. All right, let me just real quickly turn off the music. However, the boss attacks are actually pretty easy to dodge. So all of the Pumpkin King's attacks that he has is these pumpkin bomb attacks, these orange circles here. These are very easy to dodge. All you do is just sidestep. But that is probably the biggest threat in this boss fight. Obviously, you do have these lines and these mini circles, which those can obviously get you as well. However, that right there was an example of why you need to be careful in this boss fight. Just remember, don't stack your pumpkin bombs, because if enough pumpkin bombs stack on you, you're dead. For healers, it's like 5 to 6 pumpkin bombs, but for DPS, it is 2 pumpkin bombs. So if 2 players get a little bit too close to each other, you're down a life. Oh, and another attack y'all need to watch out for are these cauldrons right here. These actually lock directly onto you and can really kind of mess up your day if you don't know how to dodge them. It's very easy to dodge them. It's just basically dodging like in the pumpkin bomb as well. All you do is sidestep and you should be good there. But yeah, as you can see, the strategy of looking directly down at my character is very good for this boss fight because it allows you to... Oh gosh, okay. Because it allows you to be able to dodge very, very easily. All right, 5 quad left, 4 quad. These DPSs are actually really good. At this point in this update, this boss is super, super easy to dodge and whatnot. And people have basically learned the attacks of this boss. So it all is really, really freaking easy. GG, easy. I say easy, dang it, okay. I did say the Z. And if you are lucky enough, you will actually be the proud owner of one of the cosmetics. So, the cosmetics all drop in a specific order, no matter who you are. The first cosmetic you will always get will be the Pumpkin King's Great Staff. Now, I actually have all 3 cosmetics because I grinded my behind off to get all of them, but I'm not going to show you right now because I want to show you guys every single cosmetic set, title, and everything that is available in this Halloween update here in a future video. So keep your eyes open for that. But ladies and gentlemen, if you do get your hands a hold of the weapon, then you will get the armor if you get another drop. So it will always drop in this order: the weapon, the armor, then the title. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, once you have that team down and you start getting comfortable with the Pumpkin King's attacks, because let's be honest, there are a lot of hitboxes in this boss. This boss is absolutely easy. Literally, this boss is significantly easier than Egg Island. Especially if you run 550 million health, you should have no issue. And if you run 5 to 7 players, you won't really have to worry about pumpkin stacking too much. Because, I mean, hey, you're so spread out. Nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, you have all 3 pumpkin cosmetics. If you do, please tell me down in the comments below. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to click on one of the videos that you see on screen right now. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end. Thanks for watching. And remember, my salty crew, don't get salty, you.